This is the Epson EcoTank ET-4850, a wireless all-in-one that skips cartridges and runs on big refillable ink tanks. My honest first reaction? Cautious. I've used plenty of Soho printers and I've learned to watch for hidden costs, fiddly setup, and Wi-Fi that naps harder than I do. Key features that caught my eye were the EcoTank system with huge ink yields, the 250-sheet paper cassette, auto two-sided printing, Ethernet for stability, and a clean mobile app. I also paid attention to the scanner and ADF, because digitizing stacks of pages is part of daily life. The look is functional matte black and compact for what it does. The footprint is tidy with fold-away trays, and the tanks sit up front with clear windows, so I can glance at real ink levels without digging into menus. The control panel is a 2.4-inch color touchscreen on a tilt hinge. It's responsive, but the screen is small, so typing a Wi-Fi password feels a bit cramped. The outer plastics are light. Nothing rattly, but it doesn't feel like a heavy office copier. The 250-sheet cassette slides in cleanly, the output arm telescopes, and the scanner lid is basic, no soft close, so I guide it down. Dimensions are roughly 16.4 inches wide, 19.8 inches deep, and 10 inches tall, which is easy to fit on a credenza or shelf. Weight is about 14.8 pounds. So moving it isn't a chore. Setup through the Epson Smart Panel app is straightforward. It walks you through Wi-Fi, firmware, and services in a simple tap-through flow. On Windows, the full driver unlocks all the settings you want. On Mac, I make sure to pick the Epson driver instead of default AirPrint to get proper media controls, color options, and maintenance tools. From my experience evaluating Soho inkjets, that small step saves a lot of confusion later. Ink filling is the best part of EcoTank. The EcoFit bottles are keyed, so the wrong color physically won't fit, and they auto-stop when the tank is full. No squeezing, no mess. After that, there's an ink charge cycle, around 10 minutes, while it primes the lines and printhead. Yields are the headline. Up to 7,500 pages black and 6,000 color from the included bottles, with up to 2 years of ink in the box if you print lightly. That alone changes how freely I print forms and drafts. For print tech, the PrecisionCore Heat-Free head uses piezo crystals instead of heat, which keeps power draw low, rated around 12 watts while printing, and tends to be gentle on the head over time. Black ink is pigment, so text is crisp and highlighter safe. Colors are dye, so graphics and photos look vibrant on the right paper. Max resolution is 4800 x 1200 dpi. Text and charts look sharp on plain paper. Photos are nice for a 4-color office printer, but they're not the deep, silky look you'd get from a 6-ink photo model. Speed is solid for an inkjet in this class. I see around 15.5 ppm for black and 8.5 ppm for color under ISO conditions, with a quick first page in about 9 seconds when warmed up. Auto two-sided printing is built in. It flicks the page internally and does a neat job, just a bit slower than single-sided. Quiet mode helps at night, though it does slow things down. Paper handling is straightforward. A single 250-sheet cassette, plus an ADF on top that takes about 30 sheets up to legal size. The important note is that ADF scanning is simplex only, no automatic two-sided scanning. So if your documents are double-sided, you'll scan, flip, and merge in software. The flatbed goes up to 1200 dpi optical, and copies hit up to 600 dpi. For most office docs and IDs, that's fine. Connectivity includes Wi-Fi 4 on 2.4 GHz, Wi-Fi Direct, USB, and Ethernet. In my opinion, Ethernet is the move if you can swing a cable. It's just dead reliable. I've seen reports of the radio going unresponsive after long sleep on some setups. A static IP sometimes helps, but Ethernet solves it. It also supports Apple AirPrint, Mopria, Epson Connect features like Scan to Cloud, plus Alexa, Google Assistant, and Siri for basic voice tasks. Ink freedom is the star. The cost per page is so low that printing a 50-page draft no longer feels like a budget decision. The EcoFit bottles are clean, keyed, and stress-free, and you drastically cut plastic waste compared to cartridges. The print quality for documents is excellent. Pigment black text looks laser-sharp and resists smears and highlighters. Auto duplex is reliable, and the 250-sheet tray means fewer refills. The heat-free engine keeps power usage modest and warm up quick. The app is genuinely helpful, especially for guided setup, maintenance, and scanning to cloud. There are trade-offs. The ADF is not duplex, which slows down scanning double-sided stacks and makes you do the flip and merge routine. Wi-Fi is 2.4 GHz only, so crowded networks can be a pain. Again, Ethernet wins. The touchscreen is small. It works, but I prefer using the app or desktop driver for longer tasks. The plastic feels light for the price, and heavy cardstock can curl due to the U-turn paper path. Photo quality is good for a 4-ink office printer, but not the rich tonal range you'd get from a dedicated photo model. It's perfect for home offices and small teams printing lots of text, contracts, invoices, lesson plans, reports, where reliability and ultra-low ink cost matter more than top-tier photo output or heavy scanning automation. If your day involves scanning large stacks of two-sided documents, I'd recommend this for lighter scanning and suggest you look at an ET-4850 series or a separate duplex document scanner to save time. If you need fast, industrial text throughput, a mid-range laser is still faster, but you'll pay more per page and lose the color flexibility. In conclusion, the EcoTank ET-4850 nails what matters for high-volume document printing at home. Super low running costs, sharp pigment text, auto duplex, and an ADF for everyday stacks. It's not trying to be a production scanner or a pro photo printer, and that's fine. In my opinion, it's a smart pick if you want cartridge freedom, predictable costs, and solid everyday features without babysitting supplies. I'd recommend this for anyone printing 300 to 1,000 pages a month who wants dependable text, occasional color graphics, and simple cloud workflows. Plug it into Ethernet if you can, use quality paper, and it'll be a steady workhorse. If this video helped, hit subscribe and drop your questions or your own ET-4850 tips in the comments. Thank you for watching.